Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to Boxmining. Today, we're going to take a quick look on what's happening on the markets and also on the news front as well. A lot of mobile phone news. MWC is coming up this week, the biggest mobile phone event of the year. Tons going on with different companies. And we're going to first start by looking at what happened on markets as well. Just talking about this huge red candle. I'm not sure if you can see this behind me, but there's a lot that we need to discuss there. So as always, everything here is covered by everything here is my personal opinion, not financial advice. And if you guys find this video useful, I've been trying to grow my channel as of late. So make sure you smash up those likes, subscribe to this channel, and share it with your friends if you like it. All right, let's start off with the market first. And it looks pretty brutal from the outset. I mean, anyone just looking at this page today will be like, oh my god, everything's dropping. But it's really because CoinMarketCap is referencing yesterday's all-time highs. And yesterday we had this huge pump of all the way Bitcoin all the way going up to 4,180. So this is why it looks extremely brutal. And I want to talk about this sudden movement as well because a lot of people call us the Bart Simpsons. That's this is actually a thing, the Bart Simpson pattern, where the hair, where the chart forms essentially what looks like Bart Simpson's hair, with the prices going all the way up, trading sideways for a while, and then crashing all the way down again. And it really does look like that's happening. And a lot of the reasons why this formation is happening is because of how basically paper thin our markets are right now in terms of the buy wall and the sell wall. Yesterday, directly after making my video, I was talking about how we're not, our statistics right now don't say we're at a bull market yet. The indicators just aren't there. So basically, that's why we're trading sideways. But I was warning you guys as well about how paper thin our buy support and sell support really is. This is why we're seeing these patterns. So a good place to look that up is CoinMarketBook. What they use is what they call buy support. This is actually a pretty good metric, and it's a good way to analyze cryptocurrencies as well, just based on their actual organic support. And it's important to realize, and I was watching this video earlier, someone shared this in Reddit, Block Traders, he made a good video just compiling all the evidence for wash trading in our markets, the fact that we have a lot of fake and spoofed volume, and all this spoof volume actually gets added into CoinMarketCap. So when you see $10 billion of Bitcoin traded, very likely a lot of that is fake, which is scary. And it's very easy to manipulate and cause these Bart Simpson patterns. And I also wanted to just point out very quickly today, a lot of people been using this and say, oh yeah, if we know Bart Simpson patterns, we can maybe predict them and make money off them by having margin trading, either shorts or longs. But let's just take the example of here, like say cryptocurrencies prices really pumped on the 18th of February, and it could be a setup for a Bart Simpson pattern. But if you just look at this case, it actually wasn't. If you actually did have a short order, if you thought Bitcoin was going to drop at this point and it was over leveraged, yesterday's pattern would have destroyed you. It would have wrecked your shorts. And this is why it's possible that people manipulate these markets. It's because they know that with a significant amount of capital, which isn't that much, if you look at here, $52 million for Ethereum buy support. That's less than an ICO. A lot of the larger ICOs were raising more than that last year. So if they have that amount of money and they just want to play and manipulate these prices, that would have caused a lot of over leveraged shorts or longs to get destroyed just by going bloop bloop like this. So for me personally, what I do is I dollar cost average. So that means just like having buy orders over, say, a year. Every month you're gonna buy at a certain time. I know it's like boring as hell. It's not exciting. It's not like going all in balls deep. But it's ironically it stops and it mitigates a lot of this effect on manipulation. And it's something that right now we just haven't fixed yet. That's just a plain as day in crypto right now, that our organic volume just isn't there and people can easily manipulate. Going on to the news front, we got Deutsche Bank. They lost $1.6 billion. They're already losing money, and they apparently lost 1.6 billion on some bad bonds. And it just goes to show how these banks are so messed up right now. Yet again, if you look at, someone was suggesting me to look at Deutsche Bank Find. Yeah, like you get pages and pages of this. You're just like, this is what's happening to our banking system right now, and it really emphasizes the need for Bitcoin, where we have a form of value storage, value transfer that's independent of these corrupt banks. It just totally blows my mind how deep this corruption in the banking system goes. Next up for Ethereum, we see the Ethereum Constantinople fork happening this week. So after a lot of delay, and we're finally getting Constantinople. So these are four updates to the back end of the software, which would make Ethereum much easier to more friendly for programmers. So it's not, it doesn't add proof of stake. None of this yet. It paves the way to proof of stake. To these major improvements are coming in Ethereum 2.0, if you want to call it that. But right now, this update is kind of just a lot of back end upgrades, and it's happening this week. In terms of exciting stuff, MWC is happening this week in Barcelona. So what we have here is we have Siren Labs. They're hyping up their booth right next to Samsung. So obviously they want to make blockchain a big topic. You know, I just recently have the Finley Labs phone. We have Brave. They also have a booth right into MWC as well. Pretty huge as well. Highlighting the browser. If you guys haven't used the Brave browser yet, I've actually been using it. This is the Brave browser right now, and it blocks out all the ads. And it makes sense on the mobile because sometimes animated ads also take up a bandwidth and also battery. So if you use the Brave browser and you don't see these ads, well, you get longer battery life, better performance. We also have, interesting enough, Electroneum. Wasn't the biggest fan of Electroneum, but they're doing the reverse play. Instead of having a flagship phone with crypto, they have this really cheap $80 phone that uses crypto, and they're trying to bring that into South African countries. I think that's very interesting. One thing to point out is that they don't actually do real mining on their phone. This is the reason why I don't like. The main complaint about their project is that they have this cloud mining, which is really just an airdrop. So they airdrop people tokens on this very cheap phone, and that's interesting. It's good to push blockchain forward. And of course, yesterday we were talking about Samsung a lot. So this is actually the listing page for the Samsung S10. So flagship phone, they sold 31 million S9s last year. So this is the next iteration of that, and it looks a lot sexier. So the interesting part about this, and this is the part that we're discussing today, was that, you know, this image actually shows the Samsung phone with the Enjin wallet. So I mean, I recognized that immediately, but I was like, holy crap! If that is true, if Samsung phone is using the Enjin wallet, it would mean a lot for Enjin. Full disclosure, I own Enjin, of course. But so what's interesting here is that the Enjin wallet, if this is integrated or, you know, distributed with every single Samsung phone. Now the interesting part of if this is actually true, if this is integrated, and you see the interface looks exactly the same. First of all, Enjin supports all ERC20 tokens. So that's going to be great for this whole space. B, it's also got support for collectibles, ERC1155 in-game items. And more importantly, it's got an exchange. So it links up with Kyber Network, Bancor, and Changelly, so you can exchange between currencies, a lot of currencies actually. So this will actually be a huge for the whole blockchain space. If Samsung manages to release this to 21 million people, that's a huge entry, and that's kind of scary if you think about it. They will now be a huge new good entry point because they have Samsung Pay, which means they can accept fiat and then convert fiat to crypto, and then crypto to other crypto, and this whole in-game ecosystem. And that will also mean a lot for crypto gaming too. I mean, that would mean 21 million phones would be able to support crypto assets, just like your crypto kitties and whatnot. That's gonna be pretty insane. That means, yeah, pretty much I'm really excited to go Haven't confirmed the tickets yet, but I'm really going to be really excited to go to GDC, Game Developers Conference, this year. Check out what's happening, with Wax project about exchanging in-game items. Update you guys on what's happening with Player. Tons of stuff, and I think this would be a huge arm to push crypto forward as well. So I spent some time trying to chase this up. Cannot find any confirmations yet, but it'll be interesting to follow this in the future. Last in the news, we saw this. So the asset manager Fidelity takes the Bitcoin Lightning Torch. So definitely very exciting times, because the Lightning Torch is a demonstration of the Lightning Network, a way to send Bitcoin for virtually free, 1 or 2 Satoshis. That's like a mere fraction of a cent. And it's really cool to see this in action. Yesterday, unfortunately, I did try to send a Lightning transaction and it failed on me. So there are obviously still a few bugs and a few things to work out. But I'm really excited to see advancements in this area. And if you guys are interested in how to install Lightning Node, I've been figuring out how to explain that on camera. But anyways, if you guys have any questions, leave that down below. I'll try to document my journey, and hopefully that'll be. And that's it for today's episode. I mean, tons of stuff happening on the mobile front, and I think that's really exciting. The fact that blockchain, if it can be integrated into the next generation of phones, I mean, my mind is blown. If all these companies can compete with each other, I mean, I saw Pundi throwing their hats in as well with their blockchain phone. If Samsung, your HTC, hopefully Apple, Huawei all have blockchain solutions or wallets, that would be insane. So leave a comment below what you guys are excited about. I would love to hit that up.